All right, we have example one. Example one says that a stone is whirled at the end of a rope 30 cm long, makes 10 complete revolutions in 2 seconds. Find I, the angular velocity in radian per second, I, the linear speed, I, the distance covered in 5 seconds. All right, so we have solution like this. Number I says you should find what? The angular velocity in radian per second. We have like this. Angular velocity is equal to, we have angular displacement over what? Time. Angular displacement over time. They say we should express it in what? Radian per second. All right. There's something I failed to tell us. I want us to understand that when you complete one revolution, it means when you have covered what? 360 degrees. When you have covered 360 degrees, you say that you have completed what? One revolution. That means that when you move around a circle, you have covered what? 360 degrees, and that is what we call what? One revolution. And 360 degrees is equal to what? Is equals to 2 pi, like this. 2 pi. That is meaning of that. It is equals to what? 2 pi. When you want to convert it to radian, it is equals to what? 2 pi. Is it clear? So it means that for you to complete 2 revolutions, it should be what? 2 pi times what? 2. 3 revolutions, 2 pi, because you are going to complete 360 degrees, 360 degrees, and so on and so forth. So if you are talking about 5 revolutions, it should be 2 pi times what? 5. If you are talking about 10 revolutions, it should also be what? 2 pi times what? 10, and so on and so forth. That is how to obtain what? The that is how to obtain the angular displacement. So here now they said 10 complete revolutions. That means that one revolution will give us 360 degrees, which is equivalent to what? 2 pi. So 10 revolutions should be what? 10 times this that we have here. All right, so this will give us that this angular velocity will give us this, which is times 10 of one revolution. We have 10 times this, 2 pi. Can you see that? All over. When you read this question, they said 10 complete revolutions in 2 seconds. 2 seconds means what? The time we are talking about. So the t will give us what? We have like this. Is it clear? 10 revolutions per 10 revolutions in 2 seconds. Can you see? 10 revolutions in 2 seconds. One revolution is equivalent to 2 pi. So 10 revolutions should be 2 pi times what? 10 divided by what? The time, which is what? 2 seconds, like this. All right. When you multiply this, this will give us, we have 20 pi over 2. Cancel this one, cancel this, you have this. All right. So this will give us 10 pi. All right, but we know that pi is equivalent to 22 over 7, or you may say 3.14. Okay, assuming that you express it as 3.14, when you multiply this, it will give us what? 31.4. Then you have radian per second. Can you see that? Radian per second. Is it clear? That is how this can be solved. One revolution is equal to 360 degrees, and 360 degrees is equivalent to what? 2 pi. So 2 revolutions should be 2 pi times 2. 4 revolutions, 2 pi times 4. 5 revolutions, 2 pi times what? 5, and so on and so forth. As we have 10 revolutions, the angular displacement should be what? 2 pi times what? 10, just like we have here. And we get your answer in radian. Then divided by time in what? Second. That's why the answer you are going to get should be radian per what? Second. All right. I believe that you understood how I solved this one. All right. Next one we move. We solve II says what? You should find what? The linear speed. linear speed. We have linear speed like this. Linear speed is equal to angular velocity times what? R. Can you see it? Omega times what? R. That will give us what? The linear speed. Angular velocity times what? R. Then this R, what does it mean? R means what? Radius of this circle. Alright, so if you have the length of the rope to be what? 30 degrees. As you are rotating like this, the radius of the circle that will be formed will be equal to what? The length of that rope. If the rope, the length is 10, that means that the radius should be what? 10. If it's what? 50, it should be 50. If it's 5, it should be 5. Likewise here, we have it to be 30 cm. That means that as you are rotating like this, the radius that will be formed should be what? 30 cm. All right, we have something like this. Let us continue here because I don't have much space here. Let me continue over here. So like I said here, that linear speed is equals to angular velocity times what? Radius. And we said that radius is what? The length of this rope. All right, so we have this, that that is the linear, this is equals to this angular, we have it to be 31.4. We have to be writing the what? Second like this. Okay, times radian per second times what do we have here? We have 30 cm. We have 30 cm like this. We have 30 cm. When 30 multiplies this, is equivalent to saying that just use 10 to multiply first. You have this times what? 3. Can you see that? All right, so when 3 multiplies 314, multiplying this we have 12, right? To carry 1, multiplying this you have 3, plus 1 you have 4, multiplying this you have like this. Can you see? Because that the radius has what? Unit of cm. So this should be what? Cm per second. Can you see that? If we change it to meter, it should be meter per second. So what we have here? We have cm per second. If you want to change it to meter per second, you divide by 100, and that will give us what? You have 9.42 meters per second. Can you see that? So either you have it to be this, that is 942 cm per second, or you have it to be 9.42 meters per what? Second. That is value of our what? Linear speed. All right, next one we have is this. They said you should calculate what? Distance covered in 5 seconds. So we have it like this. Distance s is equals to speed times what? Times time. Speed times time will give you what? The distance. All right, because speed is equals to distance over time. So if you want to find the value of distance, it should be speed times what? Time. All right, now we have obtained the linear speed to be this. We also know the time. They gave us 5, so we are looking for this. So what do? We have that s is equals to v is equals to, we have 9.42. We have it to be meters per what? Second. Can you see that? All right, times time, we have 5 seconds like this. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Can you see that? 5 seconds. All right, so what do? We use 5 to multiply this. When 5 multiplies 2, it will give us 10. Write 0, carry 1. When 5 multiplies 4, it will give us 20, plus 1. We have 21. Write 1, carry 2. When 5 multiplies 9, it will give us 45, plus 2. You have 47 like this. Can you see that? All right, so we have it to be 47.10 meters. That will give us what? The distance covered in 5 seconds. All right, I believe that you enjoyed the way I just solved it. Remember, this is Engineer Kenneth tutorial. Follow this page and share this video. Remember, I have solved several questions on several topics in the past. Follow this page, watch our videos, and share the videos so that it will get to the right students that need to acquire this knowledge. Bye.